YouTube live. Give me just a second. I'm hoping the orientation's correct and that you'll be able to see me. I hope so. I'm not sure if I can actually find me. Let's have a look. Found it. Oh, it's not the right way. Give me a second. Now it hasn't gone over to the landscape. So I'm going to leave it this way for now. And hopefully by next time, I'll be able to sort it for you. Now, I don't know if you can hear me okay. Oh, we've got some viewers in. Welcome. Thank you for joining me this lunchtime. I'm not quite sure just yet how to check out any of the live feed for comments. I do apologise. It is my first time on this one. Not sure, but I'm glad you could join me. Thank you and welcome. My name's Amanda Branston and I'm from Lavinia Stamps. This is our very first YouTube live. A few little glitches, but nothing we can't sort for next week. Again, thank you for joining me. Sit back, relax and enjoy. Feel free to ask questions. If I don't pick it up during the live, then don't worry, I will be reviewing it afterwards. So if you've got any questions, I'll try and answer it then. So again, sit back, relax and enjoy. So this is what we're making today. A frosty morning sunrise. I'm hoping you can see the reflection and the shine. Let me bring it up close. There. So again, let me see. Oh yes, right. These are the ingredients I've used for today. So we've got stamps, got Gideon, that's LAV 646. We've got the trees, fantastic trees, and this is Lavinia LAV 052. We're going to use forest moss, Lavinia 857, and this little branch from the foliage set, Lavinia 679. We're also going to be using elements, russet orange, sundance, confetti, mermaid, midnight blue and dark denim. For versifying Claire today, we're going to use nocturne and sand dune. Micro minerals of the beautiful new colours, and we're going to use pink velvet, spring green and jade burst. I've also got a couple of pencils, and that's the Mondelez 65, which is a dark brown, 36 black, 32 a pale brown, and number 1 white. I'm also using today the Van Gogh soft pastels. And for this I'm using lemon, orange, pink, brown, black and yellow ochre. I'm going to start with multifarious card, and that's 14.5 centimetres square or 5 3/4 inches. Let's bring on our card. I don't know how I get to see the comments. Let me just have a quick look on the top here. I don't want to press anything in case it turns it off, so I do apologise again if something goes wrong. Let's start. I'm going to start with the very palest of our elements colours. These are a water-based dye ink, and I'm going to use our large blending brushes. Blend it off in my lid. I'm going to start across the centre of my card. The next colour is russet orange. I want to catch the beautiful colours I saw this morning. It was pretty out there, cold but pretty. So I'm just deepening that yellow just slightly. The next one is confetti. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can still see the feed. Oh, I can't. That's a shame. So I will work it out for next time. Let's not worry too much about it today. So I've got, just take some of that off because this one's quite juicy. I'm going to run a band of that over the top. Going back in with the orange just to make sure that blends out a treat. The next one is mermaid. We're getting progressively darker as we're going up the page. I'm also going to sweep some of this just across the bottom to give us that icy base. Dark denim. I'm going to add a little of that to the bottom. It actually starts to draw your eye into the centre of the picture. Midnight blue, the darkest of the blues in the elements. There. Now that's got our base sorted. So what I'm going to do next is add a little bit of sparkle to this morning sky. So I've got the Mica Minerals Pink Velvet. Now just be aware, when you add this, you're actually adding water to a water-based ink. So it's going to move, it's going to change. So don't let that panic you if you have a go. A drop of water. I'm just going to take a little tiny bit and mix it on my craft mat at the side. Drop more water. Keeping it quite pale, so I've watered it down quite a bit. And I'm just going to add a small archway of that sparkle. I think it has something to do with the ice crystals that were in the air this morning. If you want it a little heavier, a little more sparkly, then just add a little more powder. And I'm going to do just that. Such pretty colours. There, that's better. Now we've got a base. I can add this to the middle. And then we can blend that out. Beautiful. So I'm going to dry that off. I always do to the back of the card what I do to the front if I add water. Just helps to keep the card mainly in shape. There, how sparkly is that? So I'm going back again with my element inks and I'm going to blend that through. So I'm starting with the confetti. Just to soften those edges down. Orange. Sundance. Mermaid. I hope everything's okay. I hope you can see me. I'm afraid I can't answer your queries right now. I do apologise. It's my first attempt at a YouTube live, so I'm sure we'll get it sorted. And then just a little midnight blue again, just on that edge. There, that's our sky sorted. Look how sparkly that is still. Hopefully you can see that. It's gorgeous. Pop the lid on before I knock that over. Now, to help with this sky, I am going to introduce a little of this. This is Van Gogh and it's soft pastels. This is the yellow, and it's just going to help richen up and soften off that sky. It makes a beautiful contrast against the sparkle. So this is an orange. So we're not relying on this for our main colour, but it is adding to the overall effect. A little pink. You don't need a lot. Just blend it in with your finger. All the way around. Very soft, beautiful to use. I've got some blue to strengthen up the sky. A little pale. This layers beautifully. Don't forget to clean your window. Clean your fingers, not your windows. You can clean your windows if you wish. Right, here's Gideon. He's gorgeous. And I'm going to use no turn. Oh, I wish I could see the comments. Next time. Oh gosh. I nearly stamped him in the wrong colour. I actually want to stamp him in sand dune. Don't know where my head is. That's beginner's nerves for you. So sand dune, and then I'm going to pop him this side. Goodness, nearly. The trees, however, I am going to do in nocturne. And I'm going to pop these on the horizon about there. Fabulous. And whilst I've got the black out, I'm going to use it on this little twig from the foliage set. And we can build a little tree or a shrub coming off from the side. Ooh. Oh no, ink. We can sort that. Just so happens I have an eraser, just a normal eraser, and that'll pale that down. It won't get rid of it, but it will certainly lower it down, and we can deal with that shortly. So going on to some pencils now, and we'll colour in Gideon. So I have a white, a red brown, a dark brown, and a black. So I'm going to start with the red brown so we can get the majority of Gideon's colour down. So it's always worth trying what you have in your stash and seeing if they work together. There's some fabulous multimedia projects online for you to try. And it's so soothing. I always try and keep in mind the shape. So I want to create the shading and the colours. And we're going to build it up. Don't try and get it all down all at once. This beautiful face. That lovely foxy colour. Building it as we go. It will turn to the darker brown. This will help with the shape. And shading. Again, just take your time, relax and enjoy. It's building quite nicely now. So I'm going in with the white and give our first layer. These little white socks. Beautiful fluffy bib. Now this is just giving us a first layer, so don't expect it to be bright white just yet. So I might come back. Can add a little black. A spot of definition. There. Now I'm going to come back to my white soft Van Gogh pastels and help pick out, if you can, some of that lovely white. Just a little. If you struggle on top of your pencil, try the pastel first. This is going down, but I don't think you can see it very well on the screen. But that's not a problem. We'll also pick it up with a Posca pen. So this is a white Posca pen. Don't forget to give it a good shake first. Test it. That's it. Now we can add a little bit more detail. To those white areas. I need a new Posca pen. There. It's a good shake. Just soften it down a little by tapping it with your finger. He's a handsome chap. Right, let's add a little detail to the background. I hope you're still with me. So this is black. And I'm just going to extend that horizon. And give them just a bit of a base to stand on. Very nice and soft. Again, smudge that out with your finger. Take care. Near Gideon. Now this is a bit icy down here, so we can have a little bit of a shadow. Of Gideon underneath. Now if you want to sharpen those edges, just use your pencil. There. Now we're going to add a little bit of sparkle, just a touch of green, spring green, to add a little bit of colour to our foreground and the grass. So again, mica minerals. Don't want to go too over the top with this colour. Just a spot of water just to blend out those edges. Now the ground is frosty, so I'm going to do the same, this time with Jade Burst. Let's put the lid on that one. I'm so sorry I can't see your comments. I'll have it all sorted by next time, I promise. Hopefully have the video the right way around too. So this is the pale blue, and again I'm just going to add a little sparkle to our ground, with it being as frosty as it was this morning. Lovely. Oh, it's coming together quite nicely now. Have a clean down, make sure my hands are clean, and I'm going to dry them off. There. Again, I want to darken down these corners, so I'm going in with the midnight blue elements. And across the top. I think what we'll do with our smudge down at the bottom here is add another branch. There. That sorted it, hopefully. And gave us some foreground. Perfect. I want to add a couple of little bits of texture. So I'm using the moss out of the forest moss set. Stamp that off. Swap it over for the small one. I think I'm going to put on the other side too, just to balance that out. There. So again, a little mica minerals. I think we'll go back with the spring green. Just a little on your paintbrush, and just add a drop of water. And we can add some highlights. To our mossy mounds. Have a little bit more green. They're so pretty. Very pretty. Right, final dry. And we can do our finishing touches. Can't work out why it's not letting me add a message either. Oh well, like I say, we'll get that sorted for next time. You live and learn. There, now for some finishing touches. I've got a black fine liner pen. I just want to touch his nose in a little and give him a hint of an eye, just a hint. Nothing too dramatic. And then we want that frosty kind of look. So I'm going back in with the white pastel. Just smudge it slightly with your hand, just gently through the trees. That frosty hazy look. And that sparkle continues to shine through beautifully. There. We'll find our Posca pen again, because I do believe it's just starting to snow. You could splatter if you so wished. Just a light sprinkling. There. I then simply matte and layered with a white and then a navy to bring out the blues in the card. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. It's a shame I couldn't see your messages, but I will catch up with them, I promise. And hopefully next time we'll have it all sorted. Thank you so very much for joining me today. It's been great. Again, sorry for the delays, and I hope you enjoyed it. Now I've just got to try and prise it out and then finish it.